Hey guys, it is Sierra and I am back. I am so excited to finally be making another video. The past 2 weeks since returning from Thailand have been like super crazy. I've been busy getting back to work and I have so much footage from Thailand, guys, that it's just nauseating, and it's just like, I know how I want to present the footage, but it takes a lot of editing the way that I want to do it. Like, I don't want to just like show you some basic video footage. Like, I really want to make it a nice video, almost similar to my my trailer that I kind of put together from my surgery in Mexico. So I wanted it to be something that kind of shows the whole trip all in one, and then I was going to go through and do each day individually. But with work, like, I'm almost in my peak season at work, so I have a lot of work to do too. So I just haven't had an opportunity to really sit down and get those videos edited, but I am really going to try to focus on getting them done this week and next week. And I also have some other stuff that I want to share with you guys in regards to weight loss and the VSG surgery. So before I get into all of that, let me start off by reintroducing myself. Hi, hello, I am Sierra. My purpose for being here is to share my VSG journey, which is vertical sleeve gastrectomy, which I had on February 6, 2018. I am officially today, as of March 14th, which is the day that I'm recording this video, I am actually rolling into my 6th week. So I just completed 5 weeks. So I'm 5 weeks post-op, which is insane how fast this time has been flowing. Like, I just can't even believe that it's gone so fast. So I'm embarking on week 6, which I'm so excited because I hope to start being able to start working out. Not really anything heavy, but I want to be able to at least walk on a treadmill, you know, maybe do a little maybe like couch to 5K or something like that, you know, do a little interval kind of jogging, walking back and forth thing, just to get my heart rate up and get me moving. Because let me say this before I really give you all the information from like my 1 month post-op. I'm gonna kind of combine week 4 and 5 together because I didn't get to do my full 1 month video. So this is gonna be like my 1 month post-op, but it'll include weeks 4 and 5. Don't judge me, I'm trying to get y'all these videos. So one thing that I do want to notate, when I was in Thailand, I was very active. Like, our day started for like 6 in the morning and we didn't finish until like 6 in the evening, and we were constantly moving. I at no point felt like I was dehydrated. I never felt hungry. I never felt like I was weak. Like, I had energy the whole time. I made sure I took all my vitamins and I stayed with water, like water, and I would eat with the group and everything, and I felt great. That so far has been my biggest week. You know, besides just the first initial week after surgery. Like, week 1 I lost 11 pounds, and I mean, that was the week after surgery. So I think that was just that first week that happens naturally. Most people lose a good big chunk the first and second week, but I didn't lose a lot the second week. I lost 3.4 pounds the second week. So Thailand, the week I was there, I lost 6.5 pounds. I'm looking at my notes behind because it's on the computer. So I lost 6.5 pounds, and then the week I got back, which was week 4, I lost 1.7 pounds. So, you know, like, I know, like, I'm someone who's trying to be more in tune with my body, and I know my body pretty well, and I know that it likes being active. Like, I like being active. So since I've been back from Thailand, I haven't been active. That first week, I think I shared my travel saga, how I was stuck over in Qatar. Like, that really drained me. That took a lot of energy out of me, and then with not knowing what was going on, I was very restless. So I literally slept until like Wednesday of last week. Well, not last week, the week before. So that was week 4. I slept because I just could not get right. I couldn't get on the right schedule. I was like still on Thailand time, but then I wasn't on Thailand time. I was just like, look, you need to get it together because you gotta get your stuff together. You got work to do. So I had initially took off. I wasn't going to return to work until like Wednesday to give myself time to recover, but it ended up being really like Saturday. day because I was so tired. I really could not function. I was falling asleep just everywhere because I was so exhausted. And then I think I also, not like, Thailand wasn't the issue, to be honest. Like, that wasn't really the problem. The problem was the traveling coming back with the whole like cancellation of my flights, and then I had a really busy January and a really busy February, so I think it all just kind of hit me at once, and I was just really tired. So I needed to just sleep that away, y'all. Like, I had to sleep that shit out. But yeah, anyways, that's that. So I just want to say, like, my biggest loss since surgery, other than the first week, was the week I was in Thailand, where I was very active. And I want to see some bigger numbers, you know. Like, I'm okay with 2 to 3 pounds a week, but every now and then I do want to see like a 4 or 5 pound week or a 6 pound week or whatever, you know. I want to see those weeks every now and then. So I do plan on starting to work out once again, like I said, and I think that's gonna help, so I'm excited about that. So yeah, so let's get to my 1 month, week 4, week 5 post video. Give you guys some details. What have I been doing? How has foods been going? What's been going on? So week 4 was just like a hot mess. I'm not gonna lie. Like, not a hot mess in regards to food choices, because I really wasn't focusing on food, to be honest. I was sleeping most of the time because I just didn't have any energy for anything. But I was trying to figure out what Mariah likes, you know, like what kinds of foods can she tolerate, what, you know, what can I eat. I was in a soft food, well, I was transitioning into soft foods, so I needed to kind of figure that out. So I cooked, I fixed like tuna fish with cauliflower, mashed potatoes, well, cauliflower mash. That was really good. I can tolerate that. That worked out. I also made a really good low carb chili, and it was so good. And I am going to try to insert some pictures or video. I'm not sure what I'm gonna have, but I'm gonna definitely try to insert it here so I can show you guys what it looked like. I actually woke up one morning because I just couldn't sleep. I was sleeping during the day, so I was up at night. I woke up one morning like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, which I've been waking up for 4 every morning because I'm still, like, I'm not still on Thailand time, but I am in a sense, because I keep waking up too early, which, like, they're 14 hours ahead of us, so it's like I'm still just off, y'all. I'm just off. But anyways, so I made this really good chili, and it was like turkey meat. I used ground turkey. I used a ton of vegetables. Like, I love vegetables, so I used a lot of celery, a lot of onion, a lot of bell pepper. I put in there green onion, just pretty much all the vegetables that I love. Tomatoes, and then I used, instead of using like red beans, or I think a lot of people use, what are those beans called? Not pinto beans. I don't even know. Whatever. They're not. They're a different type of bean. They're the beans that are kind of in chili, like that you buy in a can. Whatever those are, I didn't want to use those because they were big, and I wanted something just real easy that would go down easy. So I decided to use lentils because they're high in protein, and they're really small, and they cook down very soft, and they keep their shape. So I decided to use lentils. And I don't know if you guys go to Carrabba's or have ever heard of Carrabba's, but I love Carrabba's. And yeah, not sponsored. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I love Carrabba's. I love their lentil soup. Their soup, oh my god, their lentil soup is so good, guys. It's got like a little spice. It has Italian sausage in it. I live for the lentil soup, and I used to really enjoy it with their bread, but because of surgery, clearly I won't be indulging in any bread. I'm so scared of bread. Like, I ain't effing with bread at all, because my sleeve is tight, y'all. Like, my doctor was like, I'm gonna make sure you lose this weight, girl. I'm gonna take good care of you, because this sleeve is no joke. Like, I am really starting to understand it and learn it and know what works and what doesn't work. And bread, I know ain't gonna work in this situation, so I'm not even about to try it. it's not even happening. So with my chili, I made it and I measured out 4 ounces the first time that I decided when I was going to eat it, to see if I could consume the 4 ounces, because right now I'm being, you know, like my surgery center recommends eating 4 ounces of, you know, lean meat or whatever, to start transitioning into the soft foods and the regular foods, which right now I'm kind of like in regular foods at this point. So I measured the 4 ounces out and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to consume this, because up until that point, like, I'm barely getting 1 ounce of any kind of meat in, because it's just, my sleeve is tight, y'all. Like, it's tight. Like, it doesn't take a lot to get full, and I don't like the full feeling. Like, since being on that liquid diet, I think I now know I don't have to feel full to be full, and I don't like feeling full. It's like a gross, disgusting feeling. Like, you feel like like you just want to lay down and do nothing, and I don't like that. I don't want to lay down and do nothing. I want to stay moving and stay active, and I don't want to feel like groggy because I'm full. Like, no, I don't want that feeling. I just want to eat till my stomach is satisfied and to fuel my body. That's the point that I'm trying to get to. So with the soup, I was like, man, this is gonna have me so full, I'm not gonna be able to breathe, blah blah blah, because it looked like a lot compared to what I've been eating lately. So I went ahead, I ate it, and y'all, like, it went down so smooth and so easy. And when I was done with the 4 ounces, I felt like I was right on the edge of feeling full versus overly full. So, like, no, let me not say that. I was on the verge of satisfaction and full, because I felt satisfied, but I was like, I could feel that 2 more spoons may have put me at that full position, and I didn't want to feel that. I want to feel just satisfied. So I was like, oh my god, this chili is lit, like, it's working. And I was able to consume 4 ounces. I was so excited. I told my husband, I told my mom, I was like, I could eat 4 ounces, yes. I was so excited. So I ate that chili like 4 days in a row, for lunch and for dinner. It was so good that I just wanted it. Like, I just wanted to have it, and I was so excited that I could. So that was really, really good. And then last week, one of the things that I did that I probably should not have done, I don't think that I was ready for it, but it was good. I didn't have any problems. I had some boiled seafood, y'all. Like, I'm a New Orleans girl. I live on seafood. I have been raised on crawfish, crabs, the whole 9. Like, that is like a part of my lifestyle. Like, eating seafood, if anyone that knows me in real life, if you don't see me with seafood, then there's a problem. Like, if you never see me eating crawfish, then there is a problem, because it's just that big of a part of my life. So my dad came in town and he wanted some seafood, and I was like, oh, just last night I was like literally thinking about trying some crawfish or trying some crabs, because crab meat is a lot easier and it's like a little bit of meat compared to all the other things like shrimp and crawfish. So I was like, okay, well, I'll try to eat a crab or whatever. So I went and I bought some crawfish and some crabs and some potatoes, which I knew I wasn't gonna be able to eat the potatoes, which I probably could have, but I'm trying to stay away from the white starches like I'm supposed to. Like, I'm not doing rice, potatoes, and bread, or any other pasta. So I started eating the 1 crab, and my dad was like concerned about the spice, and he was concerned. He was like, you know, you should be careful, you don't want to get any ulcers. And I'm like, yeah, I understand. And I was like, you know, but I do want to try it to see if I can handle the spice, if I can still handle it or not. And I was able to, guys. Like, the spice didn't do anything to me. Oh, I just skipped something important. I'm gonna go back to it though. But the spice didn't do anything to me. It felt normal. Like, I think that I've retained all of my taste buds, and I also think that my stomach is still the strong stomach that it used to be. I think I'm complete. I feel like I have a very fast healing body. Like, I'm all healed. I feel great. Like, I barely can even remember that I had surgery. The only reason I know I had it is because I can't consume like a lot of food. But other than that, I feel amazing. Like, I really don't remember having surgery unless I think about the fact that I have surgery, if that make any sense. Like, I've been just doing so good that it doesn't click in my head, hey girl, you really are still like a few weeks post-op. Like, I really feel just like Sierra. I don't feel any different. I feel good to go. So anywho, I'm used to eating a lot of seafood and a lot of spicy seafood. So I was like, if I can't handle this, I am gonna be very sad, because I have no intentions on giving up my seafood. I do intend on eating a lot less of it, but you know, going from 10 pounds of crawfish on my own to maybe 1 pound, I feel like that's an improvement. And crawfish is actually full of protein. It's just the salt, it's just the sodium and the pepper that can, you know, maybe delay a little bit of weight loss on a scale, because you retain the water from the sodium. But other than that, like, it's actually a pretty healthy, like crabs and crawfish, like, no, well, crabs are on my list, like shellfish, that's on my list of things I can have because of them being soft foods. So I don't feel like I was doing anything too bad. I just know that we're supposed to technically try to stay away from spicy things in the beginning, just to prevent like ulcers and stuff. So anyways, I was able to eat the crawfish. It was spicier than the crabs and it was so good. Everything was amazing. I had just so, oh my god, I was just like in heaven. And so I bought that crawfish from one place that I love in New Orleans, and then I decided the next day I wanted to push the limits even further to see if I could indulge in this other place that I really love that's spicier, and it's really where I get the majority of my seafood from. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get 1 pound and just see if I can handle the spice. And I was able to handle the spice with no problem. And a little thing just to note to those of you who know what crawfish is, and you know, like, it's a lot of meat at the end of the day. Like, crawfish is a lot of meat. Those tails can really fill you up quickly. So I actually wasn't even eating the tails. What I did was I just kind of sucked the juice out of the heads, because I am a true New Orleans girl and I suck the crawfish, yes I do. And I was just eating like the claws, the meat out of the claws. So that kind of gave me tons of room, because I wasn't taking in the meat. I was just kind of doing the juice in the claws, the little bit of meat that's in the claws, and that was probably more than less than 1 ounce of meat, because the claws don't have a lot of meat in them. So I was able to like eat the whole I bought 1.5 pounds, I think. I ate the whole 1.5 pounds of like just sucking the heads and eating the claws, and then I left the tails for my husband. So I may have eaten 8 tails, very small tails. Like I ate the small baby tails. And I was satisfied. Like, I never had that overly full feeling. I just was satisfied from the flavors, like being able to have the flavor of the crawfish. So that was really enjoyable. But I weighed myself the next day, because when you eat seafood, no matter if you are healthy skinny person or you are a plus size person, you're still going to feel that sodium in your body, because you're gonna swell a little bit. So like, everybody swells when they eat crawfish. I don't care who you are. So like, I had my rings on, and I could tell that next morning that my fingers had kind of swollen a little bit because my rings were tight, and I was like, oh darn, there's that sodium. So I went and weighed myself to see, and it was like I had gained 2 pounds, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit, like, oh, that's not good. And I told my husband, he was like, don't eat no more, don't you eat no more of that crawfish. I was like, you don't need it, you've been doing so good, you don't need it. And I'm like, you're right. So he was like, don't eat no more for a year. I was like, no, hold on, now you're going too far. Now you're going too far. A whole year? That's a no, that's a negative. I will probably try to hold out until like Christmas or maybe Easter, which is in 2 weeks. But I cannot not have it a whole year. That's not gonna happen. I mean, I could, I guess, but because it's not something that is gonna hurt me, it's something that I can do, and I have enough willpower to not eat the tails or try to force myself to eat something that is gonna make me uncomfortable. That's not where I am with this. I just want it for the flavor. So I will be holding off. I won't be purchasing any for a while, but I was happy to, you know, get a little taste, you know, got a little taste, just a little bit. So yeah, that was really enjoyable, and I enjoyed that. Yeah, but what I wanted to tell you guys that I skipped was for my husband's birthday. His birthday is on March 18th. I did a little early present and took him to a comedy show. I had got some floor seats, some really good seats, and went to this comedy show, and they had drinks and stuff like that. So I was like, do you want a drink? And he was like, no, I don't really want it. He had a headache or whatever, so he didn't want a drink. So I got the drink because I wanted him to loosen up. I got a drink for him, and I was like, you know, I'll just drink a couple sips of it because alcohol will stall you as well, because of the sugar content. So which stalling your weight loss, meaning you're not putting the right things in your body, which won't help the natural weight loss, because, you know, sugar you retain, it stores fat. So anyways, so I took a sip of the drink, and it was probably one of the weakest drinks ever. Like, it was a Malibu rum lemonade, some kind of lemonade with Malibu in it. So Malibu rum, clearly, I mean, it's a strong rum, but it's not strong like what some of these other liquors can be. So I took a sip, and the first sip, y'all, I'm not even gonna exaggerate or lie about this, my esophagus, stomach, all of that was like on fire. Like, it was hot. I was like, I literally just sat there, and he was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? He was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I was like, and I just kind of was sitting still, because I'm like, okay, if something is happening in there, like if my stomach is melting away or my staple line is coming apart, I don't want to make no sudden movements and like die in these people's facility. So I just sat there, and I was just like, that's hot. Something's going on in there. That is hot. Like, it was like heat going down my esophagus and my stomach, like from just that first sip of that alcohol. It was like it burned, but it didn't burn like where it hurt burn. It was just hot. It was like hot when it went down, and I was like, what is happening? And so I sat there, and then it went away. It was very quick. It was like, it felt like a whole hour. No, it felt like a minute long, but it was like maybe 20 seconds of it just kind of making its way down, because I've already told you guys, I can feel food moving through my stomach now. Like, I can feel it moving through my esophagus, going through the tube, going through my sleeve, and then going down in there. So I felt it traveling the whole time, and I was like, okay, all right. So I was like, all right, I'm good. So I gave him the drink, and after a little while, I was like, well, let me try another sip and see what happens. And after that first sip, it never did that hot thing again. So I just had like, I maybe sipped 10 times the whole time, and it hadn't gotten watered down. We had that one drink the whole time, and then he went and got a different type of drink. So I sipped on it a little bit here and there, but I never ever felt tipsy, drunk. I never felt none of that. Like, I don't even think I drank enough to feel it, because I was really just taking small sips of it. So that was an experience. I'm not really a big drinker anyways, so I'm not really worried about it. I do want to be able to drink my red wine. I love Pinot Noir. So at some point later on, 6 months, year, whenever I'm cleared for it, I would like to have a glass of wine, you know, every now and then. You know, if I go out with my friends or go out or anything like that. When we cruise, I drink wine the whole time. So I would like to keep that opportunity, but I don't have to have it. It's not a big deal. So yeah. That was pretty much that. And the camera's gonna cut off in a second because I am at 23 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and just reset it, and then finish what I was gonna say. Alright, so I'm back. So y'all know I'm long-winded, and I said I was going to try to get these videos shorter, but it's just like, it just doesn't happen. So hopefully you enjoy my rambling and you enjoy the information that I'm providing. I feel like in these videos I'm providing gems here and there, so hopefully you guys are catching them and it's okay and you don't mind the longer videos. But I'm gonna get better, y'all. I promise I am going to get better with these videos, and I'm gonna make them shorter so you don't have to be here all day listening to me ramble. But I'm gonna add some stuff in here. So I'm gonna add some video, some pictures. I'm gonna show you guys some pictures, some before and after pictures. I'm gonna do from my high weight to week 4, no, week 5. Yeah, week 5. And then I'm gonna share with you guys week 4, sorry. Today I did my weigh-in for week 5 and I gained weight. officially. So I think I'm in a stall at this time because I'm now introducing foods into my lifestyle again. I'm not on liquids anymore, and I don't feel bad about it. Like, I think this is just a part of the process. I've seen what some people say they stall at 2 weeks, some people stall at 4 weeks. Well, I'm stalling at week 5, and I'm okay with that because I know that I've been trying different things. Like, I had I cooked my chili, which I feel like the chili should have been great for me, but in the same sense, that was the week that I went to the concert and I had the alcohol and I had the crawfish. So I mean, I made interesting food choices last week, to say the least. So I'm not gonna beat myself up because I didn't lose any weight, and I'm not gonna beat myself up because I gained 0.6 pounds. So my week 5 weight was 267.6, and last week I was 267.2, so I gained 6.6 ounces. I'm not gonna kill myself over 0.6 ounces. I wouldn't kill myself if I had kept the 2 pounds that I weighed myself in at the day after I ate the crawfish. I wouldn't have killed myself for that either, because this is gonna be a process of ups and downs. I just have to really learn what works for me and what works for my body and put it into action. So I'm super excited about that, and I'm excited that I'm gonna start working out soon. And I think once I start working out and get moving and start sweating, and you know, the water weight will start coming off, because I am drinking a lot of water. I think I have water weight, like tons of different things are going on. And week 5, I am not worried about it. I'm chilling. I'm enjoying my life right now. I'm enjoying where I am. My clothes are like falling off. I'm starting to get into sizes that I haven't been able to get into in a long time. So yeah, I feel good. And I have some ideas for videos that I'm gonna be dropping soon, guys. I don't want all of these videos just to be kind of talk-throughs. I want to show more than I talk. So once I get back caught up with work, I'm gonna start making some videos for you guys that I think would be very, very helpful to those who are considering surgery and those who have recently had surgery. So yeah, I'm gonna get those things out really soon. So yeah, this week, well, 1 month post-op, week 4 or 5, things have been going great. I feel good. I'm still very positive about my experience. Things are going good. I gained this week 0.6 pounds. Yeah, that's really it. Nothing major. So like I said, I'm gonna drop some videos that I think you guys are gonna really like soon, and then I'm gonna also put in some pictures in this video so you guys can see the before and afters. I know you guys want to see that. So yeah, some before and afters are gonna be at the end of this video. And if I see anything else that I want to show you guys from the past 2 weeks, I'll put it in here too, because there may be some stuff I recorded on my phone that I forgot or something like that to put in. Oh, and so also the inches wise, I wanted to tell you guys that I lost 29 inches total. So I have lost 29 inches since the beginning of this process. When I took my measurements the day before surgery, and I took my measurements again on last Wednesday. Yeah, last Wednesday. So that was week 4's weigh-in week. I took my measurements again. I lost 29 inches. So yeah, that is about it, y'all. I feel like I'm rambling, and I don't want to be having y'all here waiting on, just listening to me chitty chat. All right, so yeah, if you have any questions, drop them down below. As usual, all my information is going to be down in the description box, and you guys are welcome to follow me on my journey. I appreciate every single one of your likes and comments. You guys are keeping me encouraged, and I promise I am here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna share this entire journey with you as long as I'm able to, just so that I can help the next person make informed decisions and make sure that they, you know, are being given true, honest reviews and information. So all right, let's talk to you guys later. Bye.